So King here again in Tampa, and this morning I'm trying to get to the bottom of exactly who has the best Cuban sandwich in all of Tampa Bay. A lot of controversy about this, but I've heard some great things about this place behind me, the West Tampa Sandwich Shop. So let's see whether or not they live up to the hype, and let's check out some delicious Cubans along the way. So the fun fact about this place, on top of it just being an institution in the neighborhood and having been here forever, apparently President Obama loved it so much he had to drop in and have a Cuban. Although wait, is it even open? Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, no, it is. All right, I think we're good. I think we might actually be good. So let's check this out. I'm inside. It's really noisy in here, so hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm about to do some voiceover, but so far it is just a hub of activity and lots of fun. So if you want to eat here, just come on in and grab a table if there's one available, and they'll get to you when they're free. So the menu's pretty full here, but the star of the show for me are the Cuban sandwiches. So I'm gonna go with the regular Cuban right now, which has the ham, pork, salami, Swiss cheese, mayo, mustard, pickles, lettuce, and tomatoes. And then of course the Honey Cuban, or the Obama sandwich, which President Obama apparently came by to try in 2012. So let's go with both of those. Hopefully I have enough room for both of them. Maybe I just get the small of each. That'll be fine. I have heard the portions are pretty big here, so we will find out what happens. And I just noticed that the decorations on the walls are pictures, I guess, of their customers and not just famous people, because oftentimes when people, I'm sure there's lots of famous people in there as well, but nice that they'll decorate it with all the friendly faces from the neighborhood over the years. That's pretty cool. Nice touch. Unless, of course, these are all actually famous people, in which case, let me know. And I will take back my statement. But, of course, just because I don't recognize a lot of these people doesn't mean that they're not famous. So they might just well be famous. Either way, it's actually a pretty cool touch. Alright, so here's a fun tip. Definitely come here with a lot of time. Things happen when they happen here, so don't be too discouraged by that. Just kind of chill, go with the flow, kind of see what's going on in the environment. It is definitely really busy here, and things definitely don't happen at the pace of the rest of Tampa, but things happen in their own time here, so and I'm sure it's worth the wait, so just keep that in mind. Don't be in a hurry. Yeah, people are definitely here to catch up with their friends. It's almost like a coffee shop, almost, like a cafe that you would expect people to just kind of hang out at. I feel weird filming in here because I feel like I'm intruding on everyone's sort of private time, so I'm trying to be as discreet as I can. That's also why I'm seated where I am, so for the most part I'm just kind of filming my own thing. And I know the camera's probably a little bit low as well, but I just don't want it. I don't want the tripod extended up so high as to draw too much attention to what I'm doing. So I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. Because the last thing they want to do is deal with a weird wannabe influencer like me trying to film myself eating. It's an interesting experience. So I think I'd want to, because I mean, definitely it's one of those places where everyone here is speaking Spanish. That's awesome. It's definitely one of the languages I need to learn. So I feel like, you know, people might not necessarily feel like they can come in here, but they're totally fine. They don't care. Just kind of show up and be polite and don't do anything weird, and that's all good. Hopefully the sound quality is good. I should have brought my mics, but oh well. Thank you. Alright, so here. honey. This is the regular Cuban. With Cubans, you gotta have the delicious Cuban bread that's almost like a French baguette. Oh my god, wow. Check that out. First time I've ever had a Cuban with less tomato, but you can't go wrong. If they say you should do that, let's do that. Oh. The lesson tomato definitely add a different dynamic to it all. The ham is definitely really, there's an extra, I almost will call it hammy flavor. Alright, so let's see, with the honey Cuban, they gave me a fork, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to eat it with the fork, but maybe they just assume that I won't want to get sticky and messy. But I feel sandwiches are supposed to be eaten with your hands, so I'm going to grab hold of it and go nuts. So this is the famous Honey Cuban that was favored by Barack Obama. So Honey Cuban is just a Cuban with honey, which makes sense, which I knew. But now switch it back to the regular Cuban. And now let's finish things off with Honey Cuban. I'm finally done. I'll probably talk a little bit more about it if I get outside. Since it's really noisy in here and I don't know how much you guys can actually hear. Alright, so I just finished my meal here at the West Tampa Sandwich Shop. And one thing I will say, anyone that comes by, it actually looks like it's closed because it almost looks like it's, you know, everything, all the shutters are down, they've got the signs kind of, you know, blocked off everything. So at first you might actually think that it's closed, but try the door on the side there because it is open. So anyways, the Cubans are delicious. They do it a little differently because I don't normally have Cubans. I don't feel that they normally have lettuce and tomato on it, so you can definitely opt for that. Give it a try. I probably should have had my regular Cuban without the lettuce tomato, just so it's more of a fair comparison between some of the other Cuban sandwiches that I've had. But other than that, I mean, it was really good. It's definitely very different. The ham here feels more like a cooked ham, and the other Cubans I feel like they're more cured hams, and so the flavors are very, very different because of that. And so I'll have to rest on this one a little bit. At this current moment, I can't decide if I like this one better than some of the other ones I've had, but it's definitely in the top, you know, 5 Cubans I've had. It. Of course, the most important thing I feel sometimes almost with a Cuban sandwich is the bread, and the bread is great. I mean, you got to have that crusty sort of, you know, almost like a baguette style kind of a bread. So very, very good so far. And yeah, chat a little bit more about it. But that's the West Tampa Sandwich Shop, and they are open early. Like they're open like at 6 a.m. They close at 3 p.m. They're closed on Sundays. So if you do decide you want to come by and check them out, make sure you get here early, and it's always busy no matter what time of day it seems to be. So and the reason, like I said, if you come up on North Armenia here, this is what the side of the building looks like. So it kind of, you know, you might mistake it to be closed, but they've also got like an outdoor patio area here, which I only just saw right now. So wish I would have known about that, because I probably would have eaten out there instead, because then you could probably hear me a little bit better. But I didn't realize they had an outdoor area, so that's something I've discovered now, and I pass along to you guys. So if you enjoyed that, give this a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed to my channel here, Travel Eat Drink, subscribe so you won't miss all my weird adventures while I travel, eat, and drink. So until next time, catch you later. Also, let me know in the comments if you've got Cuban sandwich places that you want me to try that you think are amazing, and I will go and add them to my list and see how it goes. So put them in the comments below, and also let me know what you think of West Tampa Sandwich Shop or any of the other Cuban restaurants in the Tampa Bay area, and I will investigate them all, because I love Cuban sandwiches and I love eating in general. Let's explore.